Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the first possession of the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Completes it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Helton. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. And they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And, Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Owls are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Caught near the sticks. It's sharp. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting it.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gives it on the option. Inside the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on third down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7th. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Let's go! From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Owls! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll give it on the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Catch in the middle. It's sharp. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Here's the handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the quick pass. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Eagles buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Got his man out of the backfield. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Completion to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quick catch on 3rd down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Slithers into space. breaks into the open. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Helton. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Lopez. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Florida Atlantic races to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Lawson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Steps away to find some room. Unleashes to the end zone. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Ready.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And you'll race it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Using his legs, it's Bodiford. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understand.
He's got it, first down and more. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Gives it on the option. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Snags a quick pass on the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Helton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give on the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh. I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them on blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Helton. Trying to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They boot it away on 4th down. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give out of the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Brings up 2nd down.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Helton. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. First play of the drive comes from the 38. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spotiffer. Across the 25. He's got room. They make the... Oh, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
29 Philly.
Run in the red zone. It's Dupree. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Offense in a bunch formation.
Get set.
Got it, looking for the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Got it.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got the quick completion. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Ready up.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Another incompletion on third down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down and 10. Looking for a man. It's nickel. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air on first down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 17 over Syracuse. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides to back and leaves it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. With the clock running, this should be the final play. On the move, it's Roach. At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the right side. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did